It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Denver Nuggets at Pepsi Center. Well, for Denver, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position to make something special happen at the end of the year.
Excellent use of the word mundane, by the way. How about you, Shaq?
Well, Monday, experience told me when you need to go hard and when you need to pull back. You know, the best veterans will be there when it matters the most.
That's mundane, not
okay,
Monday.
I thought he said Monday.
Like mundane, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Got it, my bad.
Two different things.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
The Nuggets leading by 10. On the court for the Knicks, we've got Anthony. Kyle O'Quinn out there with Porzingis. Then there's Afflalo, and it's Roten in at the point guard position.
Take a look at the game for Freak. He's got 10 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
And both free throws good from Freak. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Clippers.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Clippers was simply superb. He dropped a cool 33 points and was on the mark from deep, draining several threes. A truly dominating game from him in what was hopefully a sign of things to come, at least. That's how the franchise is thinking, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, you know, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nuggets?
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
So as we conclude the first half, well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Freak really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's been a revelation tonight, almost scoring at will in that first half.
Really hard to fathom he'll be able to keep it up for the next 2 quarters, but, you know, you never know. It could be a special night for him.
Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Farid at the 4. Freak is out there with Will Barton. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Now here's Roten. Defense right on him. Pass to Porzingis. 13 feet away. Can't get it to go.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Roten. Knicks trail by 18. Dishes to Afflalo. It's good from long range. Afflalo's got 12 points in the game.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
And Gallinari kicks to Freak. He tries for three. That's good. Freak's got 5 points now this quarter.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Teardrop shot, and it's finished off by Afflalo as he lays it in. 14 points for him.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Roten. Martin dishes to Freak. Clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
Anthony, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Freak passes to Barton. Screened by Fareed. To the inside. And stolen by Roten. Now it's Anthony running. He can go all the way. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. Key stops and then try to get out in transition for some easiness.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
He dishes it to Laverne. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It goes on Kenneth Fareed. The Knicks have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for New York. He's perfect. From the line this time. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Freak with it, and Roten picks him up defensively. And that one's good. That's now 22 points for Freak.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Go quickly over the court. An update.
Hey guys, well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Carmelo Anthony. When coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Freak kicks to Gallinari. He feeds it to Freak. And again, Denver with the triple.
They've gotten a bunch of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Yeah, defensively, you have got to close out and contest. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, you can't give up those looks that often.
And again, it's New York. Carmelo Anthony. Denver leading by 13. And it's denied. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. Nurkic checked in for the Nuggets. And New York with a change here, too. Lopez is checked in. New York's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And Afflalo kicks to O'Quinn. Lopez, a screen on Gallinari. Anthony dishes to Lopez. No good. Now Denver takes it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, one apiece.
Yeah, this is really tight. I mean, it's splitting hairs when you talk about these teams. You get the feeling if they play 10 games, each side would win 5.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Gary Harris is checked in for Gallinari. And it's Moutier in for Will Barton. New York comes into this one following a loss to Phoenix.
Yeah, foul trouble early on, I thought, set the tone in that game, and it just made it difficult for them to get over the hump.
Yeah, it really got them out of sync, and that hurt them big time. Forced them to go much deeper into their bench than they would have liked to.
Harris against Anthony. Clock at 6. Fires from the line. It's hauled in by Harris. Denver leading by 18. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. You're looking at the list of the NBA's top shooters from behind the arc for the past month. Wilson Chandler is third. And, of course, Gallinari.
You know, it's really fascinating, Kevin, to think about how these guys are shooting the ball better from behind the arc than some players are shooting from the free throw line. I mean, that's saying something right there. Impressive.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Anthony. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Knicks trail by 19. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Afflalo, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Roten with it. He's got 8. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has, to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
And here's Afflalo for 3. But they recover it. Again, Afflalo missing. Moutier with the ball. Now guarded by Afflalo. Goes up to the stripe. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 7 points for Emmanuel Moutier. Now here's Roten, guarded closely. He kicks it to Ilyasova. The feed now to Lopez. Takes the 12-footer and hits. 32 seconds left to play here in the third. Moutier pass to Buchanan. Lopez over to help. Nurkic kicks to Harris, and the shot is good. Harris has got 14.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Now Afflalo kicks it to Roten. Off target. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. You change here. Freaks checked in. And then for New York, Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Tony Roten. And it's Ilyasova in for Aaron Afflalo. And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Kyle O'Quinn, Ilyasova out there with Anthony, and it's Porzingis in at the small forward. So it's the Knicks now. And here is Roten. Lets it go from 11, and it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And he lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop. attempt there. Passes it to Afflalo. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Afflalo's got 19 points.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Roten.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And the Knicks making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Second free throw, no good. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Anthony kicks to Afflalo. Lopez a screen. A three ball. They get it back.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board.
New York's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Roten, guarded by Buchanan. And two shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Looking at the game Roten has been having, 10 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
Denver leading by 22. Freak kicks to Fareed. Feeds to Freak. Off the mark and a bad shot there. The Knicks shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. And here's the break. The pull-up. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it three.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick-fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
The Knicks making a switch here. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Porzingis. Green, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Grant in for Roten. And Afflalo drops them both. Denver's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. A wide open look here for Wright. And he's good on the three ball.
Just dialed in from the three-point line in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on him with the triple.
There's the dish to Green. Here's O'Quinn. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength. For Denver.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And I like what they've done here. Made the plays they had to. That's why they'll be going up 1-0 in their season series against the Knicks.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was. Poor Freak. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
The Knicks making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Grant.
He gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
I tell you what, he's lucky on that one that he got away with maybe not picking up a tee.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Green dishes to O'Quinn. And here's Anthony from the arc. Off the mark. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our freak. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
I don't know what got into him tonight. Whew. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show.